I turned 50 on June the 20th of this year of 2026 and thought it's the perfect time to launch a new YouTube channel. Now, I will go into some details in future videos of other channels that I've had, some other things I've done. I do have a little bit of knowledge in using a YouTube and TikTok and some other platforms as well. Uh, but the main reason for this one is I turned 50. And for many people, that's the time when you start to think of your future. You know, when you're younger and you're 18 and you're 25, you're sitting there and you're thinking of your career. You're thinking of the future you have, of the life you're going to have, of the family you're going to have. What are you going to do to live? Your occupation and all of those things. How are you going to survive? Are you going to be paycheck to paycheck? And I've been through all of that. And now I'm 50 and somehow made it to here. So now it is time to actually start to think about my future in a different sense. Retirement. So my goal and the story, or we'll go into more of the story in other videos as well. But the backstory about the name of the channel, as I was trying to decide what to call it, Project 60 is what I come up with. Turned 50 and thought, well, how about Project 60? Be ready to successfully retire and do so in a way that it isn't truly retirement. You continue to have income, whether it be a YouTube. I do other things I'll be talking about as well. I sell items on eBay. I've got a couple of different YouTube channels I'll talk about in the future and some other things. And I also want to help those that are turning 50 or older, or even before then is fine too. Let them see how they can hopefully achieve. I will go through some of the tools that I'm using, some of the software programs that I use in some future videos as well, including the software I'm recording on here, which is Riverside, by the way. I love the software package, uh, and I use it for some other projects. So I record it on here. I will then go to my computer. It will be there and I will be able to edit anything. It'll do most of the heavy lifting for me. I will do a few adjustments if needed, and then it's gone. Um, I plan on creating a newsletter, so you'll be able to follow each episode with that, or so you'll be able to keep up to date with things. Just some things that'll be pretty easy, and it's all done in this particular app. So yeah, the reason I am also using this app is for the simplicity of it all. Instead of having to record on your phone and then download it and then transfer it and then edit it and do all of those things, you don't have to. Yeah, you do pay a fee monthly for it, but it will do all of the heavy lifting. I don't need space or anything. It's all done with inside that. So that's what I'll be using when it comes to editing and producing these. I'm also going to have this on a podcast. So every episode you watch will also be able to be heard on all major audio podcasts, such as Apple, Spotify, of course, iHeartRadio. It'll be on most of the major ones. And then, of course, the video version will be on YouTube and a website that is hosted by Riverside as well. So a little bit more about me is I am in Oklahoma. I've been here my entire life. I originally grew up and around Norman, Oklahoma. Actually, when I was real small, was in Moore, Oklahoma, if you know the area. Lived out in the country in a place called Little Axe for many years. Out in the country, had a garden, my dad did, and we had one year like 5 or 6 rows of corn. You had to go out and always try to the garden was crazy. We had a tractor, a Kubota tractor that we would go ahead and drive through the different rows of garden that we had of tomatoes. We had potatoes, and then watermelons, cantaloupe, all that kind of stuff, and much, much more. What else we have? Squash, tons of squash, and all kinds of stuff. So we'll be able to talk about some stories of younger in my life as well, and then things that I'm going to do to go ahead and better prepare myself for the future. So this is a brand new channel. It's launched on get the story right, July 7th, 2026. Now, I've done a lot of channels. I've done several. And on many of them, I have, well, one, I'll go ahead and tell you, is a cooking channel, Okie Smokin'. And I'll put a link below. The other one is Easy Clear Pool. Those are a couple of educational channels, the pool on how to maintain your pool, and get a lot of criticism for things that I apparently do wrong. And I'm sure I do. It's more of a DIY, not a professional guide. And then I do a lot of barbecuing because if you look over here, you can see there's the big green egg, a little bit of it. I've got a pit barrel, a pit boss, and a pit barrel cooker also. And they do require a lot of editing. You're filming the food. You got to stop. You got to take. You got to stop. You've got to put stuff together. In most cases, sometimes I've done some straightaways. But what I want to do here is, for the majority of it, is just do one take, talk to you, let Riverside maybe cut out some edits, cut out some things that automatically feels the need to, listen to it, let it create the transcript, read it, make sure it looks good, and just send it. That's it. Raw footage, conversation, you and me. I'm going to be bringing several of these out. Once again, the reason I mentioned July 7th, let's see in 30 days how many subscribers we can get to this channel. If you're still listening, be sure and look for and click the subscribe button on this channel here so you can follow along. There'll be a little bell that you can click and things so you'll get notified of each upcoming video. And I will go ahead and go into detail on the software I use, on the gear I have, which isn't much. And then things I'm going to do, maybe items I sell on eBay, things I'm doing to progress toward that project 60, which is basically, I could have said the path of a decade or something, because it is a decade away. Let's see how we go. Let's let this channel get there. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for your time, or I will see you in the next podcast if you're listening to the audio. There will be an audio and video version pretty much of everything I do on this channel. So you'll be able to find it under the same name, John Berry, Project 60. Have a good day.